need to get out here. Do you need to get out here?
and welcome to the 131st commencement of the Belmont Community High School class of 2017. Seniors, last Friday, we did the first ever senior walk through Jacobson Elementary. Hopefully it reminded you of just how far you have come. From your favorite things being nap time and recess, to, let's face it, it's still nap time and recess. Today we close a chapter in your book of your lives and look forward to seeing what the next chapter brings. On behalf of the Belmond-Klemme Community School District, congratulations and best wishes. It is now my pleasure to announce the Belmond-Klemme Community Band, or High School Band, under the direction of Mr. Mike Stipsworth.
Good afternoon. I'm Greg Krischer. I'm the high school principal at BK. It is with great pleasure this afternoon I get to introduce this young lady. She is our graduating valedictorian for the class of 2017, Allison Wessels. This time we're also going to recognize the other students that make up the top 10% of the class. As I have them, I call their names and have them come forward. Please hold your applause till the end. Ashley Freedom. Colby Schum. Alexandra Traeger. Angela Benavides. Mallory Silver. And Sydney Reddy. Congratulations to the valedictorian and the top 10% of the class. At this time, you're also going to introduce the A Honor Roll for the second semester of the 2016-2017 school year. If those students would rise, when your name is called. Kelsey Dean. Jackie Meyer. Brittany Cackley. Ashley Lane. Kimberly Carlos. Natalie Dibble. Kylie Cox. Madeline Mason. Alyssa Burhow. Haley Barris. Jane Roberts. Nathan Stahl. Samantha Sturgeon. Madison Wessels. Emily Evans. Matthew Foles. Levi Buckles. Ezra Sorensen. Kara DePue. Michael Knapp. Eli Griffin, Chloe Brown, and Johnny Duggan. Those are your A honor roll students. Please be seated. We'll be making a transition as our concert choir will sing Where Dwells the Soul of My Love, composed by David Childs under the direction of Zach Howell. DKHS Choir. It is my privilege to introduce the senior speakers for today's program. Angela Benavides, Mallory Sofer, Madeline Mason, and Jackie Meyer. Angela.
Today marks the day that the class of 2017 has been anxiously waiting for. Some of us cheer loudly with happiness, while others cry tears of joy. We waited so long to finally be here that we were buzzing with anticipation, without realizing that this day will be a memory that we will hold and cherish forever. Our class motto by Dr. Seuss is, "Sometimes you will never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory." I couldn't agree less. We unknowingly always end up taking the little moments for granted. And it isn't until later when we realize that those little moments were the best moments. Moments of laughter, moments of happiness, moments of victory. Those moments where we felt good, where we felt accomplished, and those moments will forever stay memories. As a senior, most of us started the school year relaxed, ready to finally end high school. And here we are today, finally reaching our goal that took years to attain. While we celebrate this achievement, we will also feel a little ache of pain. An ache of pain that comes from memories. Our high school careers are over, and none of us will ever get that back. We don't have another year of extracurricular activities to strive for. We don't have another chance of a redo anymore. Reaching the end of our chances hurts, because that's when we realize that now all we have left is our memories. Some of those memories we will hold on to. They will be the highlights of our high school careers. One of my most referred to favorite memories will be our football, cheerleading, karaoke band rides. After most games, we would still be pumped with energy, and we would just belt out the songs playing on the radio. In the moment, I was just having fun. We were all laughing and smiling, enjoying the time spent together. I couldn't have been happier during those times. Most of us have similar stories, whether they took place within a school-sponsored activity or if it was on our own outside of the classroom. We all had moments of blissful fun. And our moments of joy weren't just limited to our senior year. The whole time that we've been growing up, we have experienced these moments. To me, the best moment, hands down, will always be being a part of this class. Most classes are close, and I agree. But what makes us stand out as a class is our overall effect on each other and those around us. We've had our ups and downs, and sometimes we don't get along. But look at us. We are a class full of leaders, full of inspiration, and full of happiness. Year after year, we pushed ourselves and each other, and that will be our biggest accomplishment together. We taught each other to be kind, to be respectful, to be helpful, and to be successful. And that is something to be proud of. Overall, this class is so brilliant and radiant, and I was so lucky to be a part of it. When I think about a senior memory that involved almost our whole class, I think of homecoming. For example, powder puff football. This was a new activity for us, and frankly, we didn't know what we were doing when we first got out there. We literally had 2-3 practices before the actual game. Our coaches, Johnny, Drew, Colby, Zach, Michael Knapp, and Michael Jennison, all did a great job of motivating us by yelling at us. I clearly remember them trying to tell us what to do, even though we had no idea what they were talking about. We won though, so they did something right. Another flashback where at the moment it seemed small would be crowd cheers, whether it was at a game or at assembly, where the senior class would all just rise together. I was on both ends of the spectrum for this. While I sometimes led the cheer, in a different season I was able to be standing in the crowd, and both instances were amazing. Seeing us together and actually getting to experience it together side by side, you could just feel the positive power beam off of us as we giggled and sat back down after screaming something regarding us. It's moments like these that I will always smile at, because I will never forget those feelings. And even though I will always smile at those moments, I will forever also ache to relive those memories. Today is a day that the class of 2017 has been grasping for. As a class, we have accomplished so much together, as well as individually. Not all our times were happy times, but overall, the positive vibes that this class gives is something that no other class can compete with. Some of us are so happy right now, and some of us are choking back tears. Our memories as a class will be memories that will be held on to no matter where we go or where we are after today. We've waited so long to finally be here, and now that the day is here, we realize that this day will be one of our greatest memories that we will hold and cherish forever, because we got here together, and that should be something to be proud of.
If there's one thing that's important to the class of 2017, it's music. Whether it's being in band or choir, jamming in our cars, or playing rock music in the weight room, it's definitely important and almost a necessity to our daily lives. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, "Can we play some music?" After all, we are the generation that started passing the aux cord, not to mention our love for high school music. You know, it's not easy coming up with a graduation speech. I thought a lot about our class motto, "You never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory." I kept that thought in my head. Memories, memories. I was drawing a blank because the only thing that was going through my head is that song by Fall Out Boy, "Thanks for the Memories." They say that music brings back memories, and I think that's what it'll do for us. We will hear a song on the radio or find an old playlist we listen to with our friends, and it will bring back good memories of high school and possibly bad memories, like Measure 61 and Mars and Marching Band. I know for a lot of us hearing the song Chasing Cars will bring tears to our eyes because it will bring back memories of Grey's Anatomy. And I know every time I hear Soulja Boy, I would remember lifting in the weight room with my girls in the spring. And we can't forget high school musical. We fell in love with the music that brought Troy and Gabrielle together. Countless times we listened to High School Musical in the locker room before games and even as warm-ups out on the court. We grew up watching how music can change lives, and for some of us, that's what it did. Music is always changing, just as we are always changing. And that's why it's even more important now. It reminds us of the times we had here, the people that were with us, and the people it has made us become. Surviving high school wasn't easy, but it was you guys that made it bearable. The band 21 Pilots had it right when they said that we're stressed out. We are by far one of the most involved and busy classes, but that's something to be very proud of. And it's only the beginning. We have the rest of our lives to be stressed out and worried, but not today. Yes, it's scary, but that's also the fun and exciting part. I hope that all of you dream big, find your passion, try new things, and don't let anyone put you down. People will tell you to stay in your lane, but life isn't a highway, and it's okay to change your mind. So go out and create a new song, make some more memories, continue writing the story of your life. This is only one small chapter that we have to finish. This, right here, is the start of the rest of our lives. This, right here, is only one song in our album. Class of 2017, we have big plans ahead of us. But we'll never forget the people who shaped us and the people we made our first memories with. And I hope all of you will look back with a smile on your face, because I know I will. And as Fall Out Boy said, thanks for the memories.
We can be certain that at any given moment, someone, somewhere in the world is waiting. Waiting in line, waiting for grades to be posted, or like all of us today, waiting for graduation. Every day we spend so much time waiting for things, but the real question is why? Why is it that we spend so much time waiting for things to happen, or waiting for something to happen to us? For 14 years, we have sat together in classes, played at recess and sports games, fought with each other, and learned from one another. Together, we've had experiences, heartaches, victories, and supported each other through it all. So why is it that we are so eager to rush away from this chapter of our lives? Over the past year, we've all had our experiences of lasts. Last games, last meets, last contests, last conventions, last performances. The last time you'll ever be able to say that you're in high school. It'll be the last time doing something that over the past 4 years you've come to love so deeply. We waited for those moments to come for so long, and in an instant, they were gone. Did you relish in that moment, or were you too busy waiting for the next thing to come? So many of us get caught up in the little waiting game we created for ourselves that we forget about the here and now until it's just a memory. We wait for things to happen to us every day. We wait for people to do things for us, for them to do things instead of us. One of our assemblies this year, Mr. Fisher gave a speech and said something I doubt I'll ever forget. He said if you want to be special, you have to do something special. My first impression of this was, oh, that's kind of how it works, isn't it? But then I went about my day and I paid attention to the people who thought they were special and the ones who complained that they weren't. And I realized that I hadn't understood what Mr. Fisher said at all. If you want to be special, you have to do something special. What I began to understand was that people who did great things didn't get there by doing nothing. They were the ones who came a little earlier, stayed a little later, worked a little harder. They practiced and practiced, but they didn't stop when they got it right. They didn't stop until they couldn't get it wrong. When we wait for things to happen to us, we miss our opportunity that life has given to us to be special. We become average. We do just enough to get by. We're so busy waiting for things to happen that we can't focus on what we could be doing now, what we can be doing to make ourselves better, our peers better, and our community better now. Every day we wait for something, but we need to stop waiting and start living. Take control of your life by your choices. As you proceed into your new life after high school, don't wait for opportunities to fall into your lap. Go out into the world and chase them down. Be the person you want to be when you look in the mirror, and don't wait for anything that you can do for yourself. Focus on one thing in front of you before they come in memory, and cherish them even more after they do. Thank you for sharing some of your memories with me. As you leave today, class of 2017, I challenge you to ask yourselves, what are you waiting for? Thank
you. Future. A scary word for many graduating seniors. Everyone keeps asking, what are we going to do? What are your plans? How are you going to pay for it? These are pretty scary questions. When we were young, we were asked what we wanted to be, and we would say things like, I want to be the president, or I want to be an astronaut, or some of us simply said, I don't know. At the time, it was a reasonable answer. As children, we thought about the final destination, but not all of the hard work and sacrifice needed to get there. We considered the job and career we were going to have and how awesome we were going to be. We were never told as young children all the steps we would have to take before reaching our final destination. However, it is those future steps that we now must take that seem so scary. Now as a senior, we're taking those first scary steps towards becoming independent. We have gotten up, taken a couple of steps, and have been knocked back down. Either by making our own mistakes or getting bumped by others in which we fall down in the end. Considering we are here today, though, we are proof that we persevered and got back up and continue to take steps as scary as we may have been. With each step we took, we gained friends along the way, people we were able to face the scary future times in order to grow. We have used each other to lean on and get through these years of high school education, from sitting in the library finishing homework together, especially statistics, and even venting to Krista from time to time, or simply sitting at the lunch table talking about what is happening in our lives. With each moment we spent together, we grew into the person we are today, so that the future doesn't seem so scary. Thinking of our senior quote, sometimes we'll never know the value of the moment until it becomes a memory, is nothing short of perfect, not just for the seniors, but for a life lesson. It is scary to think that we move forward into the future without considering how the past has affected us. It is scary to think that those times we sat in the library doing homework, or talked at a football game, or even exchanged hellos in the hallway are the things we have taken for granted and that we're going to miss in the near future. For many of us, we've been together since kindergarten, and we have taken each step together. In our future, we won't see each other's smiling faces walk down the hallway, and we will be brought face to face with a very scary, unfamiliar territory. The memory of our friends and teachers will always be in our hearts forever. At the time, those moments seem so small, but in the end, those moments are the memories we carry in our hearts forever, and are the moments that will help us handle the scary future. And now, at this point in our lives, we are asked once again, what are your plans in the future? Many of our answers have changed over the years as we have faced scary decisions, but after all the education we received, the experiences we have faced together, and the growing up we've done, we have more answers. Some of us have answered doctor, teacher, counselor, entrepreneur, and simply again, I don't know. And that answer is still just as okay as it was when we were in kindergarten. This is the time we're supposed to make mistakes. Take the wrong path and get lost, change our minds, and then change it again. This is the time to make mistakes so we can figure out what the right path really is. That way, when we're asked a question in the future, we won't be guessing, we'll know. Belmond-Klemme has taught us that we define ourselves as we choose, not how others say that they think that we should. For one person can surprise you when you least expect it. BK has given us friends that we will keep and cherish for a lifetime. It has taught us that it only takes one person, if they are the right person, that can change our lives forever. So go out and be that person to somebody. And lastly, I will have to quote a movie that I'm sure all of us are going to know where it came from. I'm sure Mr. Howell will appreciate it immensely due to the high school musical reference. With everything being said and done, we are truly shown that we are all in this together. Amen.
Thank you, ladies, for a beautiful job on the speeches. This time it's my pleasure to introduce the senior ensemble to sing their singing song.
So
this time, the first row, please rise when you receive your diplomas. Grant Edward Statlander. Monica Marie Yepes. Courtney Liza Oxender. Carl Eugene Gordon. Sierra Forrest. Jose Soria. Angela Yanette Benavides. Michael Ellen Knapp. Cindy Mariela Padilla. Nathan Adam Bean. Kimberly Carlos. Ezra Donald Sorensen. Brittany Nicole Cackley. Drew Allen Christensen. Michael David Jennison. Ashley Elizabeth Frito. Colby Owen Schumann. Kelsey May Dean. Neil Robert Nelms. Kylie Joe Cox. Zachary Dennis Anderson. Allison May Wessels. Tracy Lee Elmore. Riley Sue Halfbach. Matthew Don Smith. Grace Helen Ritter. Matthew James Foles. Haley Mavis Barris. Nathan James Stahl. Mariah K. Usman. Christopher Jacob Aiken. Sydney Jessica Clayton. Jonathan Derek Duggar. Madeline Paige Mason. Austin Charles Soma. Caitlin Marie Spittler. Daniel Curtis Chapman. Jane Emma Roberts. Brandon Watney. Natalie Ann Dipple. Jackie Ray Meyer. Kira Janae Depew. Courtney Lee Eggers. Smith. Michaela Christine Noah. Ashley Marie Lane. Madison K. Ann Wessels. Samantha Jo Sturgeon. Alexandra Dawn Traeger. Chloe Ann Marie Brown. Mallory Elaine Sofer. Students, please stand and face the audience at this time. I'm having them turn around because Friday I didn't make it through this part. I'm hoping I will now. During the year, I've tried to give life lessons to the class of 2017. It's been an extraordinary class from the first day I met Drew Christensen to the day I received the BK on Tuesday night. It's been a nice group of individuals to get to know. The lessons I've tried to give to them: 1, do your best in everything you do. 2, do the right thing. 3, make a difference in the lives of others on a daily basis. 4, set high expectations for yourself and others around you. 5, always remember where you are from and be proud of it. 6, remember who you are and what you believe in. 7, surround yourself with people that make you better. The last one is their homework assignment. When you leave today, I expect you to get your parents, your relatives, your family and friends that have helped support you on the way, and tell them thank you for the sacrifices they've made and that you love them. Class of 2017, I love you, and I'm going to miss you. Move that fast. Raised by Peter Wilhowski. Direction of Zach Hauser.